Hey everyone, welcome back to Alpha Insights. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Archer. Good to have you with us today. And hey, if you have questions while you're listening, drop them at stockalpha.ai.
All right, quick rundown for today. The National Alzheimer's Collaborative rolled out a new cross-organization initiative aimed at spotting cognitive decline earlier. Big group effort, lots of health systems and nonprofits involved. The idea is to speed up diagnosis and give families answers sooner.
Exactly. And the market angle here is straightforward. Analysts say this could shift demand curves for diagnostic tools and companion therapies. We're hearing scenario inputs that move the needle meaningfully. Think about numbers that could change revenue models. Roughly 21%, around 10%, and less than 1%. Those are the kinds of changes modelers plug into forecasts.
So the obvious names that come up when you hear this are companies like Abbott, Biogen, and AbbVie, firms with exposure to diagnostics or Alzheimer's therapeutics. Early detection can speed adoption cycles for their products, or for companies further down the supply chain.
And to add to that, collaborative multi-partner programs often attract public funding or research partnerships. That has two effects. It can lower development risk, and it can compress valuation spreads for long-duration healthcare businesses, meaning expectations around growth and discount rates shift. Upcoming public comments and any pilot results tied to the initiative are the catalysts to watch. They can drive sentiment and short-term volatility.
Interesting.
Right.
For traders, that volatility piece matters. Watch for bumps when organizations like Sesame Workshop or Abbott release follow-ups. For growth investors, keep an eye on adoption signals. And for valuation folks, those three scenario numbers, about 21%, about 10%, and less than 1%, are the kind of inputs that can change a discounted cash flow overnight.
Practically speaking, what should listeners monitor next? Public statements from the National Alzheimer's Collaborative, any pilot disclosures, and funding announcements. If pilots show earlier detection in real-world settings, that's a near-term catalyst. If funding arrives from public sources, that lowers execution risk and can shift multiples.
I mean, when you look at how early detection works, simpler screening, better referral pathways, it accelerates the timeline between symptom onset and diagnosis. That shortens the commercialization runway for diagnostic tools and pushes companion therapies into earlier use, which in turn affects revenue timing and peak market size.
Which connects to valuation. Lower uncertainty around pathways to market often means a lower discount rate in models, or at least a rethink of terminal assumptions. Analysts will likely test scenarios where adoption is faster, and that can tighten spreads for longer-dated healthcare cash flows.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Quick note for listeners. This is informational only, not investment advice. Analysts note these developments could influence sentiment and volatility, but we're not making specific buy or sell suggestions. Use these signals to inform your own research or to ask more questions at stockalpha.ai.
Summary time. 3 quick takeaways. 1. The initiative aims to find cognitive decline earlier, and that could speed adoption for diagnostics and therapies.
2. The scenario inputs we mentioned can materially alter revenue forecasts and valuation assumptions. Watch public comments and pilot results.
3. Collaborative programs can attract funding and reduce development risk, which changes how analysts price long-duration healthcare names.
Got questions? We'd love to hear from you. Head over to stockalpha.ai, where you can ask us anything and we'll answer live. And while you're there, check out more market content and our Q&A feature.
Thanks for listening. We'll keep tracking updates from the National Alzheimer's Collaborative and call out the pilot results and funding news as they come. Catch you next time on Alpha Insights.